Hey, what's going on, Gemini? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Thanks for joining me on the channel today. So I'm just doing this special reading for you guys. It's a Halloween tarot card spread that I've got, and I'm using the Witch's Tarot to do this reading for you. And I have my little costume hat on, so I hope you guys enjoy the reading and let me know what you think of my hat, because I think it's adorable. But anyway, Gemini, I'm just going to shuffle this deck for you. And so a little bit about this spread. It has 6 cards, and then I'm going to just pull them all out, and then we'll do your reading. I'll pull the cards out and explain what they mean a little bit, and then we'll talk about what the spirit guides have to say through the tarot cards for you. So I hope you enjoy this, and this is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And of course, this is a general reading, okay? So take whatever you were guided here to learn and just leave the rest for other viewers on the channel. But hopefully it does resonate for you. So anyway, I'm just going to shuffle one more time. And we're going to look at the first card, which is the costume. And this is, who do you want to be? So your ideal identity, like who you could turn into if you had like basically a magic wand or whatever. So this is the Two of Cups, you guys. So there's definitely some sort of relationship that you're trying to achieve. And this could be a really intense relationship for yourself too, like really getting to know yourself. You could really just want to be involved in a deeply romantic relationship. So this is the Lovers, sorry, it's the Two of Cups. It really does look like the Lovers card, but this is like being so deeply invested in somebody else and being able to give them all of your trust and your heart and everything. And this doesn't matter what your relationship status is, because sometimes, if you're in a partnership and in a relationship, you hit dry patches or you're just not understanding each other. And this is also true, like I said before, for understanding yourself. You got, guys, some of you could be going through the dark night of the soul, which is why this card could have popped up in this card placement. So I'm going to look at the next card, which is called Possessed, and what drives and inspires you. So this is a really great card, and getting the words like you feel like you're an explorer. There's always something new to learn. There's always a next level. And this is really true with relationships, because when you're with somebody, they keep evolving, and so do you. So this is really interesting that you're looking into the future to see, oh, okay, well, I can really see myself with this person. Or, you could see yourself developing into somebody really significant. So you have a really small boat coming in here. So that's really intriguing me. I've never noticed that on this deck before. So I want to clarify out that card, because I really just see that something is coming in for you. It's probably a little bit farther away than you want it to be as far as a relationship, like, getting to know yourself better, or finding somebody to fall in love with, or if you're having kind of a bumpy relationship right now, it's a little bit farther away than you want it to be. But this card just flipped out of the deck here. I've got the Sun card. So the clouds will part for you very shortly. So keep that inspired ideal of what you want your life to look like for yourself, for your relationship, for your love life, because you do have this abundant, beautiful sun coming in, and it's very youthful. So something will happen to trigger a chain reaction, like meeting that person that makes you feel alive, that understands who you are. Seeing the next level of somebody, even if you've been with them for years and years. And I don't intentionally do love readings, but this is what the cards are saying here. That there's more going on for you in relation to love. And you know, for those of you that are determined to be single right now, this is also working on yourself. So I can't say that enough, because sometimes you just have to keep separate from other people and work on you, you know. So I'm going to look at the third card placement, which is candy and how to make life sweeter. You guys are getting really amazing cards here. So you've got the wheel. It is called the Wheel of the Year here. So you can definitely see something about to change forward. This is going to be a brand new plateau. This is something that you have been significantly doing the footwork for, and you are anticipating it, and you are bringing it in. It is going to be probably a little bit longer than you want it to be. But when it happens, it's going to be so big and bright. It's going to be unbelievable. And it's probably going to make you feel like you're living a completely different life, because you'll be so outrageously happy. I'm just going to go on a pause and take a sip of tea here, you guys. Hold on. Okay, so we're back. So the next card is going to ask about ghosts from the past, and this is called the Haunted card. I think this is a really cute reading. So we have the Hermit card. So this is really interesting too. You guys could really be afraid of being alone again. You know, especially if you have been single for a long time, or your relationship isn't going that great, and you're like, well, I just don't want to be single again, and why can't we get on the same page, or why am I not meeting that person? So this is a really big one, and I'm going to put it up higher. I have 2 levels of my desk here, so I want to put that one up because there's something very kind of sad about it. You know, you don't want to go back to being single, especially if you're in a relationship right now. And for those of you that are currently single, you just think, I just don't want to keep on doing this by myself. You really want somebody to come in and walk side by side with you. But again, you know, he's got that lantern and he's looking forward, but it feels like kind of the end of the road. But that's not what the rest of these cards are saying. So let's look at how to banish the ghosts, these ghosts from the past of, you know, being sort of banished to a single life, or being divorced or something like that. So this is called the RIP card, and this is how to banish those ghosts for good. So you've got the Knight of Swords, and you're going to have to just control your thoughts, you know, when it comes to, you know, thinking that you're not good enough for a relationship, or why, you know, just the pity thoughts. You're going to have to slice through that. And this is why you've got the Knight of Swords. Like, he's ready to jump in and say, okay, there's not going to be any pity parties here today, Gemini. You know, sometimes things are just, you have to be, okay, let's put it this way. What if you meet the right person at the wrong time, or you give up on your relationship before it turns the corner? You know, they say for better or for worse in the vows for a reason, because it's very difficult and people are always changing, and it's work. Relationships are work. So, like, you're not going to end up alone here, Gemini. It's just going to take a little bit longer and a little bit more than you thought it would. But, you know, these 2 cards, they're telling you to hang in there. Definitely. So I want to look at the Monsters and Goblins card, which is Fears and Habits to Let Go of. This is really interesting here. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, and this is really focused about money. You know, you could be putting your passion for finances ahead of the passion that we see here in the 2 of Cups, the passion to open your heart. And this could even be an excuse not to really get involved with somebody. You know, you could be working overtime or working on hobbies, like avoiding your partner, your spouse. You could be holding up, you know, in hermit mode because you're afraid to get hurt again. And then kind of complaining about it afterwards, that, you know, why is this not happening for me? So you really have to take a look at what's going on there. And that's what the Knight of Swords wants to do. He wants to really hold you accountable for how you're using your time. And is it to your best interest? You know, where do you want to be? Do you want to be like moving forward finding that person or recapturing a love that you have a current relationship with. There's a certain sense that, and I want to put this kind of in a nice way, you're expecting a bigger result than the energy that you're actually putting into it. So you might want to kind of look at what you can do to improve, you know, how you're meeting people. Are you on dating apps? Are you taking care of your partner? You know, are you making excuses to not be there? Like, all of that is going to matter. And by kind of saying, well, they're not putting in the effort either, they're probably thinking the same thing, and then you're probably both right. So the cold war between you just keeps on getting, you know, colder and wider. So you're being invited here to start taking some first steps, because somebody has to. You know, this Knight of Swords, he's like, oh, enough already. Just, you know, sit down and talk, or ask that person out, or do something constructive. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So you're definitely nervous about doing that, because this is a really nervous energy, and just pay really close attention to where all the pentacles are in relation to the character in the card. He's sitting on one. He's got his feet clamped down, you know, just really hanging on for dear life here. You know, I just can't expose my heart again, because what if I get hurt? Well, you know, there's no resolution if you don't take the chance, take the leap. What's that movie called? It's a Walt Disney movie, and one of the characters says, faint heart never won fair lady. So you really have to be brave, you know, and be as brave as this Knight of Swords, and cut through your own nonsense and take the steps, because this is going to be your reward. This really beautiful relationship with the Two of Cups, and this really sunshiny, abundant future. You know, love is all there is, Gemini, and you could really reach for it here. You don't have to be alone. You don't have to be living in a relationship that feels loveless, because what I'm seeing is that you're both on the same page. You just don't know how to approach each other anymore. Okay, so very interesting reading for you, and I hope this helps you in your quest to find new love, or resolve any sort of bumpy, rocky relationship love that you're having right now. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in, Gemini, and I'll see you back here another time. Bye for now. Bye.